Well, the crypto market has been nothing short of outrageous over the last 2 or 3 days, while we've been seeing Trump's coin absolutely making gain after gain, currently at $10 to $14 billion in market cap, leading up other cryptos such as Solana, Jupiter, and many more. Now, at the same time that these three or four are pumping, we're seeing the rest of the market absolutely cooling down and absolutely pulling back, leaving a lot of investors feeling a bunch of FOMO, wondering whether or not it's too late to be buying some Trump or Solana, and maybe they should sell some of their other cryptos to go buy Trump, Solana, Ondo, and many more. Now, my primary goal in today's video is to kind of talk about my experience with things like this, whether or not I think it's too late to be buying these cryptos, and to give you my reasons as to why, to help you develop at least some mental and emotional clarity throughout moments like this, because I know they can be a little difficult. And so with that said, look, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's first and foremost start off with what is going on in the market, and then I'll talk about Solana, and then I'll talk about Trump coin specifically. Now, looking at the market in general, I mean, you can see what's happening here. Ondo, fart coin, Solana, Jupe, Hype, and Trump absolutely smashing it, while the rest of the market is pulling back. Now, one common misconception that I am seeing all over YouTube and Twitter right now is that the reason why we are seeing these other tokens cooling down is because of Trump coin. Now, although to some degree this is true, because it is objective that we are seeing liquidity flowing from some of these other alts into Trump, there was also going to naturally be some sort of cool down or pullback, especially after what we saw last week. What we can see here is that last week we saw the total market cap of crypto breaking out of major levels of resistance. We saw a huge move from the crypto market all the way up, breaking through some of these key levels, breaking through this descending structure. Now, what this means is that the crypto market just saw a breakout. And oftentimes what you will see in this crypto market is if you have a level of resistance and you break above it, you're usually going to go back and try to back test it and maybe even cool down on top of it for a little while to flip that resistance into support and use that support to continue upwards. And I'm under the belief that this market naturally would have seen a cool down like this with or without Trump's token. Trump's token just made it worse for some of the smaller altcoins. I think that we would have seen some of them cool down, maybe 2 or 3% losses, but probably not 9 to 10% losses. And so it was not the primary reason as to why this happened, but it definitely was a catalyst for this to get worse. Now, with that in mind, as we have been seeing a lot of that liquidity flowing from, of course, Trump's token from the altcoins into Trump's token again, it's leaving a lot of investors wondering, well, should I just do the same? Should I just sell some of these other cryptos and go buy Trump's coin? Is it too late to be buying? And so what I want to do again, as I mentioned before, now that you kind of have a bit of a good look at what's going on in the market today, I want to talk about Trump and Solana specifically and whether or not I think it's too late to be buying. And so with that said, let's get into the first one, being Solana. Now, my answer for Solana is going to be very simple. In the long term and in the midterm, I think Solana is going to still be able to go to $500 to $600, but I do believe that the short term is getting risky because the short term growth for Solana is based off of euphoria from a meme coin. Rather simple, right? So what I'm saying and what I mean by that is the reason why Solana's price has gone up recently is because of Trump's coin. Is because of what's happening on the ecosystem. You need Solana to buy Trump's coin. So if Trump's coin getting to 14 billion, people are going to need so much Solana in order to facilitate that. They're learning about the Solana ecosystem as new investors, and well, Solana's price is going to go up as a result of it. You can see this on chain. You can see something, if we head over to Solana's DeFi Llama, you can see how Solana's TVL, which are just the total amount of assets locked on Solana's ecosystem, you can see how it's growing. It's absolutely mooning. And this is a result of what we are seeing from Trump's token. And so knowing that it is because of Trump's token, the pump that we're seeing right now is a risky one. Because at any given point, Trump's token could go down, it could pull back, and if that does happen, you're very likely going to see Solana pull back as a result of it. And so from a long-term perspective, no, I don't think it's too late. Although I don't think it's too late, I think that we're going to see Solana hit $400, $500 one day. It is one of the best used and the most used ecosystems in the entire world, and it will very likely continue to be. So although I do think it's going to hit $500, $600 one day, meaning that it can't be too late to buy it right now, I do believe buying right now is majorly risky. And I think if you buy it right now, you simply just need to understand that it might pull back 20 or 30% out of nowhere, and it's going to be a short, it's going to be a temporary phase where things are going to get ugly, they're going to get bad, your position is going to be negative, and you just need to be okay with that. If you're okay with that, I think it's fine. I was buying Solana at $20, I was buying Solana at $30, I was buying Solana at $15. And so I'm someone who's seen it at its glory, and I've seen it at its misery. And I still believe that there is some potential here for Solana. Not a ton. It's not going to 10x this cycle from here. It's not going to do anything like that. But could it still put in another 1 or 2, 3x? Very possibly so. So again, from a long-term, mid-term perspective, no, I don't think it's too late. But just understand that if you do buy in the short term, there is going to be a period where it drops 20 or 30% out of nowhere, and you just have to be okay with that. Simple as that. Now, when it comes to Trump's coin, my tone is about to change a little bit because what we are seeing from Trump's tone is a little eerie. I'm not going to lie. It's a little eerie in terms of overall performance. And I just want to issue a little bit of a warning. I will tell you the answer. You know what? I'll just give you the answer up front. No, I don't think it's too late to buy Trump's coin, but there is a gigantic asterisk. I'm talking the biggest asterisk you've ever seen in your life directly next to that. The fact that I don't. So let's talk about why that is the case. But let's head over to the podcast setup. So, okay, Tyler, why are you saying that you don't think that is too late, but there's a huge asterisk? And what even is an asterisk, right? What I'm saying, quite frankly, is although I don't believe that it's too late to be buying Trump's coin, it is probably the most risky thing that you could buy in all of crypto in the top 1,000 cryptos. Why is that? Well, there are reasons why Trump's token can continue to go upwards, but what they're based off of are what ifs, and there are even more real reasons to why Trump's token can dump. Let me break this down for you. So, reasons why Trump's coin can go up. Trump performs well as a president. What you have to understand, and the reason why I don't believe that it's too late to be buying Trump's coin, is that over the next 4 years, Donald Trump is going to be very prevalent. I almost said prevalent, president prevalent. You get the point. He's going to be very prevalent. He's going to be all over the place. He's going to be on the news for good things and on the news for bad things, right? But I do believe that if Donald Trump can do 1/3 of the things that he said he was going to try to do, especially when it comes to the economy, it will be a good presidency. And the likelihood is that is going to be good for his coin. Why? Because his coin is going to derive its value from his performance. When Trump does things that are good, the token's price is going to go up. Likely, if it stays how it is now. If Donald Trump does bad, his token's going to do bad. And so intrinsically, or probably a little more extrinsically, but whatever, you have to understand that there are reasons as to why this coin could still go up. It's not like there is no reason. Everyone says it has no value. It can't derive its value from anywhere. It's just based off supply and demand. And I do believe it's mostly based off supply and demand. But there are catalysts out there that intrinsically could inject value into a meme coin like the Trump token, which means there are reasons that Trump's coin could still go up that are actually physical, such as him doing things that are good for the world of crypto, right? Right. So you can't say it's too late because you are about to get 4 years of him doing things that could move its price up. But do you notice how every time I'm talking about this, I say it could or it might? That's the problem that I have. Donald Trump's token going up from here is purely based off of coulds or mights. What ifs? What if Trump does X? Its token will go up. He might do Y. His token might go up. He may do Z. His token might go up. You get the point, right? And whenever you have to consider that, you have to think that this isn't the same thing as Solana. Solana's value intrinsically should go up because its ecosystem is growing, the demand is growing, the users are growing, its use case is growing, therefore its value is growing. And as its value is growing, it will then oftentimes reflect in its price. So Solana's reason for very likely going up is due to intrinsic injection of real value, not what ifs, coulds, and mights. Trump's is based off of what if, coulds, and mights. And with that in mind, you have to understand that although it can't be too late to buy it, doesn't mean it's a good idea to. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Something that most KOLs aren't doing. There are KOLs out there who have, I'm not even going to get too deep into it. I'm going to save that for another day. But just know some of these KOLs out here who are talking about Trump's coin and how much they love it, they have ulterior motives. But we'll get into that in another day. I'll get a little conspiracy theorist in another one. Anyway, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that it's a good idea to buy Trump's coin unless you are aware that you are just taking a gamble. Because that's all you're doing. When I sit down at a blackjack table, I think I might get blackjack. The odds? I'm probably not. Right? I'm probably not. I could. What if I do? I might. It's the same thing. If you invest into Trump's coin, you're just sitting down at a blackjack table with probably worse odds. Because it could go up, it might go up, and what if it does? And if you're okay with that, buy it. Who cares? Just go buy it. But do I think it's a good idea to be buying a whole bunch of Trump's coin? No. If Trump's coin goes up 5x from here, if it goes up to $60 billion in market cap, right? If it goes up to $60 billion market cap, I would still say Back then, I still don't think it's a good idea. That wouldn't change my opinion. The performance of the price isn't going to change my mind. Just because something can make you a lot of money doesn't mean buying it in the first place was a good idea. Again, you could sit down at a blackjack table, you could put $1,000 on there and say, all right, I got one hand. Doesn't mean it's a good idea if you win. Now, you're going to walk around with your chest poked out and you're going to be that guy, right? You're going to be in there. You're going to be buying extra shots. You're going to be doing your thing because you're saying, I knew it. I knew it. I was so right because hindsight's 2020. That was such a good idea. In your heart, you knew that was not a good idea, but it worked out. And that's how I feel about Trump's coin. I feel like if it goes up to 60 billion, 100 billion, whatever, it just worked out. But you have to understand that it's a major risk. Now, you may be wondering, Tyler, why is it so risky? Like, what's so risky about it? It's the meme coin dedicated to probably the most volatile president we've ever seen before. One that is going to be try to smear all over the place. What I mean by that is news outlets and all these ones are going to try to smear everything that he does, which is going to be bad for public perception, which the public are the ones who are buying this token. Therefore, if they think he's doing bad, they'll sell the token, right? Trump does, love him or hate him, he says crazy things sometimes, which is also going to impact the price of the token. It's a meme token. There are people who bought in at FOMO who are going to sell in panic. So there's going to be volatility. His inauguration is tomorrow, which if you've never heard of a buy the rumor, sell the news event, look it up because that's also a major possibility. And the list goes on and on and on. But the primary reason why I believe it's risky is because the reason that it might go up is purely based on what if coulds and mights. It's not even so much community. Shiba Inu, for example, gains so much popularity, and the reason why it performs well throughout bull markets is because of the community that it's built. Sure, there are some utilities and use cases, but it's a legacy crypto that's been through ups, it's been through downs, it's built a community that is loyal to it. Trump's coin doesn't have those types of things. Because you may say, well, Trump supporters will support it. Yeah, they support him, but that doesn't mean that they're willing to watch their Trump coin go down 80% and still hold it. The coin that's been around 3 days, where they're going to automatically assume that it's all over. It's not the same. And so the primary point of risk here with something like Trump's coin is simply the reason it might go up is based off what if, coulds, and mights. And I don't like that. There are too many other options in this crypto market that are pretty sure to go up for real reasons, not purely hype and speculation. But is Tyler Hill, right? Tyler Hill, is he telling you don't buy it? No, I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is I hope you understand the gamble you're taking. I hope you understand the gamble you're taking because it might go up. And congratulations to you. There's a guy in our school who made a 16,000% gain on a 50x long on Trump coin. I'm not saying it's not going to make people money. It's going to make people filthy rich. But I hope you understand that in pursuit of getting filthy rich, you're taking an ultimate risk of losing every single dollar that you put into it. There's going to be FUD, which I hate that word. There's going to be FUD, right? Which most annoying word in crypto, whatever. There's going to be uncertainty. There's going to be, it's FUD, but you get the point. There's going to be smearing. There's going to be bad public perception. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be so much, and I just hope you're ready for it. So is it too late? No. But it's a major risk, and I hope you understand that. So with that in mind, guys, I know some of you are going to not like this video because you don't want to hear the truth. But if you've been in this market long enough, you know what I'm saying is true. And I'm not really one to say something like that. I'm usually, I feel like I'm a rather decently humble dude who doesn't just assume I'm right all the time. But at its core, remove the gray. We put this in black and white. The most volatile president in history has created a meme token to capitalize on the hype that he's getting in advance of his inauguration during a bull market that's risky. That's just the truth. It might make you money, might make you filthy rich. And if I'd have got the chance to buy it at $4, I would have. That does not mean it's a good idea. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Investing in meme tokens in general isn't a good idea. I do it every day. Investing in the pre-sales is not a good idea. I'm giving someone money and hoping they do something. Not a good idea. I do it every day. So I'm not telling you not to. I just have to emphasize the risk. And so with that in mind, guys, we're going to cut the video there. I usually will do this whole thing where I kind of show you the school and all that. I don't want to do that today. Head to the links down below. We do have a school. I have a link to BTCC if you want to start trading. Follow me on Twitter at Tyler Crypto Talk. But I just wanted to leave that for you there. Please understand the risk you're taking. See everybody.